Good morning, fellow students. How are you all doing today? I believe we are all fine. You are welcome to our lessons for today. Our today's lessons, we are going to see revision. In our today's lesson, we'll be seeing revision. Today is Wednesday, the 28th of April, 2021. And this is English language with Junior Secondary 3. We are going to be doing a lot of talking today since we are reviewing the units. We are through with Unit 7, and I would like us to see revision which we started in our last class, and we are going to continue today. In our last class, we were talking about question forms. We revised question forms in our last class, and today we are continuing with questions tags. What are question tags? A question tag is an utterance consisting a declarative or an imperative clause followed by an interrogative fragment. I repeat it again. A question tag is an utterance consisting of a declarative or an imperative clause followed by an interrogative fragment. So we'll go ahead to see what are the rules of these question tags. Question tag sentences must have the same tense. The sentence and the question tag must have the same tense. For negative question tags, we use a contractive or the contracted form of helping verb. Rule number 3, if the question is positive, the question tag must be negative, and vice versa. So those are the rules that we saw in our question tags. And how do we write these question tags? Question tags are formed with auxiliary or modal verb from statement and the appropriate subject. The positive statement followed by a negative question tag, and the negative statement followed by a positive question tag. That's what we saw during our lesson. And we said there are types of question tags. We saw negative question tags, we saw positive question tags, we saw question tags with auxiliary verbs, and we also saw question tags without auxiliary verbs. So, today I would also like us to move to page 65 of our student's book, which is review. Page 65 of our student's book, M-High-4. Number 1 says, complete the dialogue with words from the box. We have words in the box. I've given us words in the box which we are going to use to complete the dialogue between Andy and Johnny. The words in the box are brain, ignore or ignorant, acknowledge, nerves, reinforcing, rote learning, scattered brain, sitting, sorting up, and testing. So I'm going to read a conversation. It is a conversation between two friends, Andy and Jamie. Hi, Jamie. How is your exams revision going? Don't talk about it. I don't think my nerves can take anymore. What about you? I'm having a break. I've started to become really dash. I can't concentrate anymore. I've started to become very scattered brained. Scattered brained. That's the answer for number 2. The answer for number 1 is nerves. Don't talk about it. I don't think my nerves, that's the answer for number 1, can take anymore. And number 2, the answer is scattered brain. I can't concentrate anymore. Jamie, I know what you mean. I've been dashed for the history exam for hours, but I can't remember anything. I've been dashed for the history exams for hours, but I can't remember anything. Which words do you think suits that space? I've been sorting up for the history exams for hours, but I can't remember anything. Andy now speaks. Yeah, my head is so full of facts that I think my dash is going to explode. My head is so full of facts that I think my brain, the answer of number 4 is brain. I think my brain is going to explode. Jamie, I know. I hate dash loads of numbers, dates, and so on. I wish there was another way of dash us. We have to look for the answer of number 5 and 6. I know. I hate rote learning, lots of numbers, dates, and so on. I wish there was another way of testing us. The answer of number 6 is testing. Andy, well, there's only a week left. Then you can spend all summer improving your dash of the subject by rereading your school books in the sun on the beach. The answer to number 7 is knowledge. Then you can spend all summer improving your knowledge on the subject by rereading your books in the sun on the beach. Jamie, I think I'd prefer to remain dash, okay? I think I prefer to remain ignorant. I prefer to remain ignorant. Ignorant is the answer for number 8. Okay. I prefer finishing the exams quickly, but I still don't enjoy sitting exams at all. Andy, nobody does, but it's a good system for revising and dash what we've learned. It's a good system for revising and reinforcing what we've learned. Johnny, so that's why you are taking such a long break, is it? We are done with the conversation. Number 2 of review language skills, page 65 says, decide if the sentences are true or false. Correct the false sentences. Number 1, both Andy and Jamie are tired of studying. Is it true? True, according to their conversation. Number 2, Jamie is happy with what he has studied for the history exams. False. He says he can't remember anything. Number 3, the weather will be warm after the exams. True. Number 4, the exams will be over in 7 days. True. Number 5, Jamie likes doing exams so long as they are over quickly. False. Number 6, Andy thinks exams are a useful method of checking what they've learned. It's true. Now number 3, they say choose the correct answers. Choose the correct answers. Number 1, emphatic do is used to A, add emphasis to a question. B, contradict an informative statement. C, contradict a negative statement. The answer is C. Number 2, Do we use the auxiliary verb do in A/an, objective, question, subject, question, or both? A, object, question. And please continue with the exercise. That's exercise 3. You complete the exercise by yourself. Let's move over to dictionary corner. We are still on page 65 of our student's book. Dictionary corner, the brain. Match the words with 1 to 6 in the diagram. Here is the diagram. This diagram. And here are the words. I've written the words on the board. We say we should match these words to this diagram. That is the brain. Number 1, let's first of all read the words that we have to use to match them to the diagram. We have cerebrum, thalamus, pituitary gland, cranium, medulla oblongata, see, spinal cord. Number 1. Number 1 is cerebrum. That part of the brain is called the cerebrum. Number 2, thalamus. Number 3 is pituitary gland. Number 4, a cranium. Number 5, medulla oblongata. And number 6 is the spinal cord. And we have expressions with the word brain. Under this diagram, we have expressions with the word brain. Find expressions that include the word brain in your dictionary to complete the entries below. I will do 2 or 3 of these and you will do the rest at home by yourself, because they say find expressions that include the brain in your dictionary. I believe we all have dictionaries, so you are going to search for the words in your dictionaries. Find them in your dictionaries. Number 1 has been done for us, so I will skip number 1. I will do number 2 and 3. IDM, to have something dash informal. To think about something all the time. He's got football on the dash. IDM, to have something on the brain. IDM means to have something on the brain. The example, he's got football on the brain. Number 3, a noun. When qualified people leave one country to work in another country. A brain drain. The word there is brain drain. Brain drain is when you are qualified, you leave your country to go and work in another country. For example, the country has suffered brain drain in recent years. So I've done number 2 and 3. You do number 4 to 6 by yourself. Try it at home. And please do remember to submit your books on Friday. That will be all for today. Let's call it a day. Have a blessed rest of your day. Bye-bye.